Hello again. Today we're going to talk about circles. A circle has a property that any point on the circumference of the circle is equidistant from the center of the circle. In fact, that's how you draw a circle. With a compass, you would stick your compass point right in the middle and then rotate the compass and you would create that circle. So we're going to use that property to develop the equation of a circle. We know that the distance between 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2, is given as x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, all square rooted. So that's the distance between 2 points. Now we have 2 points here on this circle. We have the point xy, and we have the point in the middle, which is called the center. So if we substitute in these 2 points for x1, y1, and x2, y2, we get the distance is equal to now the square root of x minus h squared, plus y minus k squared. So notice xy is the point on the circumference, and hk is the point in the middle, the center. So now, remember, this distance is actually the radius. So let's substitute in r there instead, and then let's square both sides to get rid of the square root. So if we square both sides, we get the radius squared is equal to x minus h squared plus y minus k squared. So given the center of a circle hk, and we know the radius of the circle r, we can plug that into our formula. So to summarize, the equation of a circle is given as x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, where r is the radius and the center is hk. So let's take some applications of this. Here we have an example. We want to find the equation of the circle with the radius of 2 and the center at negative 1, 3. Well, remember, the equation of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, where hk is the center and r is the radius. So we just need to plug in my radius of 2 in for r and the points negative 1 and 3 in for h and k. So if we do that, we end up with x minus 1 squared plus y minus 3 squared, so minus 1 minus 3 squared equals 2 squared, the radius squared. So simplifying this is going to be a plus, and then we can make this 2 squared is 4. So we end up with x plus 1 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 4. So that's the equation of my circle here, and from here we can see the radius and the center. Now sometimes we like to expand this. So if we expand this, that means we have to FOIL out x plus 1 times x plus 1, y minus 3 times y minus 3, and combine like terms, and even move the 4 over to the left side. So if we expand this, we get x squared plus 2x plus 1, so that's x plus 1 squared, plus y squared minus 6y plus 9, that's y minus 3 squared, y squared minus 6y plus 9 equal 4. Now we can't combine like terms, they're constants here. We can have 1 plus 9, that's going to give me 10, and we're going to subtract 4 from both sides. So what we end up with is x squared plus 2x plus y squared minus 6y plus 6. Remember, the 6 came from 1 plus 9 minus 4 equals 0. So we have 0 on the right side. This is called the general form for the equation of a circle. This is the general form for the equation of a circle. So sometimes we're given the circle in this form. Sometimes we're given it in this form. If we're given it in this form, it's easy to find the center and the radius. If we're given it in this form, it's a little bit more difficult to find the center and the radius. Let's take another example where we're given the equation and we want to find the center and the radius. So in this problem, we're asked to find the center and radius of the circle given by x minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 25. So remember, this is the nice form where we have the center and the radius. We can actually pull the center right out of that. Remember, this is h and k here, so my center of this circle will be 2, 3. You always pick the opposite sign of what's in next to the x and what's next to the y. So my center is 2, 3, and my radius is going to be the square root of what's on the right side. So that's the square root of 25 equals 5. So my radius is actually 5. And so now let's sketch a graph of this. So here's a rough sketch of the circle. Notice the center lies at 2, 3, and a radius of 5, and that's equidistant from the center. You go around, and here's my circle. Let's take another example where it's not so easy to find the center and radius, where we're given the general form.